In the southern positions here, we've got Guns and Brooches, Complexity's Minigun, as well as, of course, his teammate, Destiny. Destiny being the red Zerg, Minigun being the blue Protoss, and then in the northern, we've got Team Wizards, featuring Team Wizards, who is spawning as the teal Zerg, and then his ally here, Team Wizards, and he's going to be spawning as the purple Terran.
Purple Terran, I like the color choice here. I feel like the purple and the light blue or teal, whatever you want to call it, I guess it's more of a teal. Great color mix-up against just the boring primary colors, blue and red. Come on, you guys. If you combined your colors, then you'd be as good as the purple Terran, but yeah, that's all I got.
Once again, guys, 15,000 viewers. Tell your friends, tell your buddies, get people here. We want to do it. We want to make these admins shell out another $1,200. And I'm just feeling dead air because nothing really, special is happening. Looks like Destiny going to throw down that 11 pool. So it looks like he'll be going for that 11 pool, 18 hatchery build. Once again, that he really likes. A nice mix of safety from the WizardsIeZas, as well as that early queen, as well as pretty fast hatchery to get your economy going. Whereas it looks like we might even see a hatchery first coming out from Wizards here, as he is up to 14 drones, hasn't built up anything, is just about to hit that 300 mineral mark as he sends out his first drone here.
And down goes the hatchery. Destiny not getting that gas, so as you said, we should expect an 18 hatch coming out of him. He will produce that queen first and an additional drone, leaving him at 18, and he'll send over another drone to start that hatchery. Minigun, meanwhile, just normal stuff, not choosing to wall off, possibly because there is a Terran opponent, and he's just content with building all of his buildings inside of his base. So there's the queen from Destiny, not making anything with that extra larva. We will see that hatchery come up soon, and really pretty normal stuff. Anything you'd see in just a normal 1v1, only it's happening in a 2v2. That's really the only difference.
Yeah, it's interesting. Minigun almost never walls off, but at least with his initial buildings, we've been seeing him a lot use that second pylon to wall off, start walling off at least the choke points, but he hasn't even opted to do that now, so he's just playing super passively in Minigun. Trying to be a little bit ninja here, dropping down a pylon, and possibly a little bit of an overreaction coming out here from Team Wizards, as he pulls 3 SCVs, and Minigun actually immediately cancels that pylon, so that will not go unabashed. I'm surprised he canceled that right away. You might as well just let the SCVs wail on that for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and on the reverse side of that, if you're Team Wizards and you expect a pylon to be producing there, you probably want to let it finish to waste even more money from Minigun. I mean, you don't really... It's worth it to pull off your Marines and go kill that pylon, but... I don't know. Maybe just panicked a little bit, wanted to go kill the pylon as soon as he could. Maybe he thought there were cannons coming up. I don't know, but not a big deal. Both teams have gotten what scouting information they need. They see Destiny's hatchery, and Minigun and Destiny have seen the hatchery of Team Wizards, so some good scouting here. And a couple Marines actually moving out on the map.
And Minigun looks like he's going to make a Nexus here, and I really hope that Destiny and Minigun aren't playing too blind here. Destiny, or Minigun actually does have a probe at the Zelnaga Watchtower, as a couple of Lings from Team Wizards going to get into the main base here. And, I mean, that Nexus is a big investment. If these Lings actually manage to spot it, they might be able to really amp up the aggression here and punish it. It looks like they will indeed find that Nexus. There are 2 barracks up currently, as well as, of course, the 2 hatcheries. Ling speed actually not getting done at all, and Team Wizards, the Zerg player, actually floating 250 gas, so I really have no clue what he's doing. He's actually going to go ahead and take another gas geyser and start taking geysers as expansion, so it looks like he just wants to rush for infestors, but he's not making a lair or anything, which is a little bit bizarre.
Yeah, there's no Ling speed, and I think that's because of that Terran opponent. Those Hellions are just way too threatening, and this is kind of the trend that Destiny has been following. He's been skipping the Lings, not getting too many of them, and just going straight into Roach Infestor. And speaking of that, we are seeing that Roach Warren, as well as an expansion from Team Wizards. So these maps were created for macro games, and it looks like we are going to get one here. Stim being started by Team Wizards, the purple Team Wizards, and I think the Zerg now has all 4 geysers, but no lair. He's actually stockpiling 450 gas, but still no lair. There it goes. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did some kind of feed, but the Terran just now getting his factory, so I don't know what he would feed for. I have no idea what these players are planning.
Yeah, definitely just kind of suboptimal ordering. I mean, he should have definitely... It's not like he was waiting for another queen to finish or anything like that. Could have definitely gotten that lair a fair amount quicker. I mean, the sooner you get that pathogen glands, the sooner you can start getting your infestors, and this just, delays that kind of further. And taking a look at the Destiny side of things, his lair, is that actually very similar time there, but I feel like he's going to have more drones. They're actually dead even on drones, these two guys. And actually pretty even on units. Both of them with... very similar setups here. Meanwhile, Minigun is teching towards Colossus, as he apparently always does in 2v2s, so I'm really wondering if we're going to see something like 16 Colossus this game. That'll definitely be pretty good against the Bio. It looks like it's just going to be straight Bio coming out of Team Wizards here, as we're seeing a reactor get built on the factory, obviously, to swap onto that starport.
Yeah, and, Colossi are good. Why not make them? Destiny did pump out 10 roaches just a moment ago, and Team Wizards the Zerg just continuing to drone up Infestation Pit of his own. And if you check out the production, it's almost identical. We've got Roach Speed, and actually busting down the rocks here for a second. Roach Speed, Infestation Pit, and Evolution Chamber coming out for both the Zerg players. No additional expansions going up for the time being, and the Harvester count's actually pretty even here so far, 2 base to 2 base. And just a very passive game. I wonder if Destiny's going to try to get some burrow action going. I don't see any burrow right now, but Minigun seeing everything with this Observer.
Yeah, that early Observer has kind of been a staple of the 2v2s we've been seeing out of these two, and it's just so important to really keep tabs on your opponent's unit composition. You've seen that Infestation Pit, so they know exactly what's up. I'm wondering if maybe he'll go towards High Templar or anything like we saw in the previous game. But he's never really done that, even in the face of Infestors, just kind of relying on making more Colossus and allowing, Destiny just to out-infestor the Infestor guy. But as of now, I don't think Destiny's really going to be out-infestoring the Infestor guys. His Team Wizards already have their Infestors on the field, and Destiny hasn't actually started any quite yet, and he's only actually got 300 gas in the bank.
Yeah, if we check out the units, Destiny's actually spent twice as much gas on Roaches as Team Wizards has. And as a result, Team Wizards already has 4 Infestors out, and Destiny just now making his first 2 Infestors. So, once again, when you have a lot of Zerg players in here, when you got 2 Zerg in this game, it's going to rely a lot on Fungals. They do see that Observer. It looks like he doesn't want to waste Fungals on it when the Marines can go pick up the Observer, but it looks like they're looking to get aggressive. No third bases for them. Well, possibly. Maybe they're just taking a forward position. And actually, speak of the devil, there's that third base getting taken down by Destiny. Are they going to reach it in time? Does not look like it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close. And yeah, it just narrowly does cancel it, though, so he's not going to waste his money. And of course, that drone can just rebuild it, so not a huge delay. Meanwhile, Minigun and Destiny are both going ahead and taking their bases. I do like that base that Destiny is opted to take. It's just very tucked away. Very easy to kind of flank in with Infestors and really punish any units that are committed to aggression there. But once again, Destiny actually down about 11 drones right now, which is quite a lot. He's down 1 Infestor. He's pumping out more, though.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that the green Team Wizards player, the teal player, hasn't produced more than 4 Infestors. He's just kind of been sitting at that count for a long time. If there's one caster that you benefit from just having a shit ton of, it's Infestors.
Yeah.
So, there's 3 more. As I said, that's 3 more Infestors on the way. And I don't think they've scouted either expansion from Destiny or Minigun. So they might think they're on even terms right now, and that's dangerous because if they don't make something happen here, not only are Destiny and Minigun going to catch up or just soar ahead economically with those 2 extra bases, but Minigun's already got 5 Colossi out.
The danger here, though, is going to be all of those Vikings, though the Vikings obviously pretty good against Colossus, and Roaches, Colossus, even Sentries can attack air, but they aren't good at it, so they're going to basically be relying on Fungals to keep the Colossus alive here, so that the Colossus can, pair in with the Fungals and do a ton of damage. They kind of need an answer, and we really haven't seen them having to play against Vikings too much, so I'm really curious if Minigun will maybe be getting a lot more Stalkers or what exactly they'll be doing to deal with all of these Vikings.
And the Vikings, they're going to need to spread out because Destiny, notorious for those Fungals. They are really relying, like you said, they've got Sentries for anti-air, but that's about it, so they're going to have to rely on these Fungals to take down those Vikings. I don't know if they've seen them yet. Minigun still only producing Colossi, and Destiny still just with those Infestors. But I mean, Infestors against Vikings, Marauders, Bio, Infestors, and Roaches is going to be very effective. And here we go, beautiful Fungal catching the tail end of that Bio army. Big engagement coming up. Colossi moving in, and where are the Vikings at? They are all getting fungled, every single Viking but 2 going down. The sentries on the top trying to trap some of those forces away, and once again, I feel like those force fields were kind of detrimental. I feel like they should have just kept on attacking into them.
I mean, regardless, they certainly came out on top of that engagement. I mean, those Roaches, that choke point was just no good. You know, the Guns and Roaches team just got a much better flank, and now look at this. Destiny able to capitalize upon this as he is pushing into Team Wizards expansions on the right side of the map here, doing so much damage. And what else is going on here as all of Team Wizards are pulling up into to the left here? Looks like he wants to deal with this Destructible Rocks. Were there any burrowed Infestors or anything that got in and did some shenanigans? It does not look like it.
I didn't see any. I don't think he had any up there, just pulling a lot of forces to take down those rocks. Kind of interesting that he pulled his Vikings up as well. Maybe, yeah, there's 1 kill on the Vikings. Maybe he had some Infestor hit squad going on. I don't know.
Yeah, either way, taking a look at the worker count, they're all still pretty even on economy. Minigun, though, with 90 probes, and still making probes 91. He's got 10 Colossus, though, and I mean, there's only 9 Vikings, and that's kind of enough Vikings that the Colossus can still do tons of damage before they die. And Minigun actually adding in 5 more gateways here, so he's going to be able to reinforce as he is maxed out, but as those Colossus drop, he's going to be able to quickly warp in more units. And this is looking pretty potent. I'm really curious if Destiny's going to start taking up to Hive now, or what he's going to be doing. Maybe Destiny, or maybe Minigun's going to start adding in additional forges. He is already with that +1 attack. Meanwhile, the Bio of Team Wizards is at 1-1. Taking a look at the Roaches of Team Wizards, he's got +2 attack, and Destiny also with +2 attack. So very similar upgrades right now.
And Destiny preparing for a little bit of the later game. He has started that Spire, and it looks like they are going to bust down some rocks too, perhaps. Well,
ooh, some Vikings getting bungled here, and they need every single Viking. These are good force fields going down right now. And so many units getting bungled right now. The Colossus just eat through them in combination with that damage from the fungals. Meanwhile, Team Wizards trying to get some fungals in of their own, but it's just not working out how one would hope. And the mass Colossus just being so effective here. A lot of these Colossus are starting to get pretty injured, but Team Wizards just cannot engage. And once again, Destiny, you see the hatcheries all over the map, and a huge counterattack at the top center, taking out an orbital command with Roaches. That is never a good sign. And these guys are just stuck on 2 bases each.
Yeah, that was great for Minigun and Destiny to recognize that they did not need all those Roaches in the bulk of the Colossi. Just the Infestors to keep the 6 range units away from the Colossi, and you can just send in the Roaches to do whatever the heck you want. And still, they are just marching towards Team Wizards base, and now it looks like they will reunite with the Colossi. I expect for one last push here into the main. Maybe they'll play it safe, but they've got a great lead here right now. I don't see them messing this up.
Yeah, there's really nothing stopping. And there's the GG well played coming out from one of the Wizards here, and GG coming out from the second guy. And after a pretty solid 2v2 there, Guns and Roach is going to be up 1-0 in this series.